Glad you could join us this afternoon. As we told you, it's D-Day. 4 aspirants who are seeking to carry the flag for the Orange Democratic Movement during the 8th of August general elections. It's slightly over 100 days to go, and in 3 counties, the party primaries have been conducted. One of those counties is Busia County, and those are the aspirants seeking to get that ODM ticket today. So it's Peter Ojemong, who's the current governor there. Paul Otuoma, the current MP Funyula, and remember today some controversy when Kenyans woke up to a fake headline, if you like, that indicated he had decamped to Jubilee. And of course, he has raised concerns saying that was geared to dissuading his supporters from voting, creating confusion on such an important day. We'll be talking more about that. But also the senatorial seat aspirant there, just one, Amos Wako, the former Attorney General. He's unopposed, so it's likely he will be of course, getting that ticket. In Teso North constituency, you have Lawi Mamai Shempapa, George Ekirapa Okwara, and Joash Odeke Epus. They're the ones seeking to get the ODM ticket there. In Teso South constituency, those are the aspirants, Osiba Geoffrey Otiengino and Geoffrey Omuse. All right, so this count is in the western part of the country. In Nambale constituency, you have Geoffrey Mulanya, Duncan Kizito Namulanda, and Peter Kasa Mule vying in the party primaries today, seeking the ODM ticket. Matayos constituency has a competition between Geoffrey Makoha and James Wamono. So a very important day for these candidates as they seek to outdo each other. They have been hard at work campaigning. There is Butula constituency. Joseph Oyula, Patrick Odieno have been talking to supporters and the electorate about what it is they seek to do in this, whether it's constituencies, whether it's counties, to sell their manifestos or that what it is they're hoping to do for their counties and constituencies in the hope that they will be able to get this. But remember, at this particular point, it's still party members that are involved in this election. However, there have been all manner of accusations about party registers going missing, that other members who are non-parties, other people who are not party members participating. Funyula constituency, there you have it. Those 3 candidates facing off today. Pius Barasa, Oundo, Wilberforce, and Hannington Oseno Mark as well. All right, we still have in Busia County, Budalangi constituency, quite full field, if you like, with Vincent Tabara, Leonard Obimbira, Albert Oduol Gumbo, Andrew Nakitare, and Raphael Wanjala. Who will it be? We will wait to see in the end of the day. So let us now link up with our Duncan Haemba, who is following events as they unfold for us in Busia County. Duncan, if you can hear me, a good afternoon to you. There's been a lot that has been said and reported today about that county, especially early morning, beginning with that fake headline of alleged decamping, which we now know is not the case. Update us on all that we've seen unfold so far in that county you're covering for us today.
Yes, Sophia, things moving on smoothly, particularly at this polling station. There is a Busia Township Primary School. It started shortly after 10 a.m., so it's about 3 hours or so, but some normalcy here, particularly on the queue, orderly, the supporters here, the party members that are lining up to actually participate in this critical exercise for their party, ODM, have been a bit very composed in as much as they've expressed their disappointment in that many of them had thought they would engage in this particular affair in the morning hours and then perhaps retreat to concentrate on their other day's activities before following up later in the evening to know the outcome of the whole exercise. But that aside, we understand there has been some trouble at a nearby polling station at St. Joseph's Primary School in Busia Town. because there were issues. Some members or some of the residents who were queuing up, they said that those who've been in there, they've not been able to find their names at the register that is supposed to be there. That is the party list. And then there was an issue with a ballot box that apparently it didn't have seals. So it brought some confrontation here and there. Perhaps let's just have a look at what exactly has happened a few minutes ago at St. Joseph's Primary School. Take a look. Yes, yes. Yes. Well, that is what has happened at St. Joseph's Primary School. Of course, we'll be trying to follow up just to know exactly what happened. But remember that the county woke up to something rather unusual. We know that politics is a dirty game, so they say, or politics is about propaganda or the spins. But I think something that took many by surprise was a publication purporting to be the Daily Nation, indicating or claiming that Paul Otuoma has ditched ODM to Jubilee Party, and it was the headline. I think that is what took many by surprise. Maybe we just have a look at that as well, because we got Paul Otuoma very infuriated in the morning when he was actually talking about the whole issue.
Evidence. In fact, he's not using ODM officials for his campaign. Look at any clip. He's using Jubilee people to campaign for himself. He's a Jubilee candidate. And this the party knows very well. And we know. It's common sense. You know, you cannot see an official of Jubilee campaigning for him all over, from Budalangi to Teso. Up to yesterday in Teso, the Jubilee MP was distributing money at night on his behalf. Jubilee, so he's a Jubilee candidate. So there's nothing that we can hide. Whether the leaflets have come out or not, the fact remains. He's a Jubilee candidate.
I don't think this looks like coming from Nation Media Group because you can see these are just printed computer material, and I hope that even Nation itself should be able to take some remedial measures, because this is misusing the brand of a company, and I hope they're also going to be reporting officially here to make sure that in the investigations that are being carried out, that they themselves as a media house, they're also checking on this. But me as an aspirant, because all this information that has been given here is all total falsehood. And you know, these are those ancient methods of trying to think you can rig yourself. But I know that the verdict of people of Busia is so overwhelming that even despite this kind of thing, we are very confident that we are going to carry the day. And I just want to urge the supporters not to be distracted by this kind of thing, to turn up in large numbers and make sure that they vote. Yeah, so that these kind of schemes that are being hatched are not there. As I told you, when you have some aspirants appointing referees, then especially when they sense that the will of the people may be against them, then they go to all measures to try and reduce the ability to exercise that will. And in this case, I tend to suspect that is what is happening.
They're rubbishing that publication that had claimed he had decamped to Jubilee ahead of today's party primaries. Duncan Hayamba is still in Busia for us, covering the party primaries there. Duncan, have you been able to speak to supporters, party members that are participating in this party primaries, regarding that particular story, and whether in fact some of them believed it to be true and whether it affected their voting? What are they saying, if you have managed to speak to supporters?
Sophia, the few that we talked to them regarding that incident, many of them were quick to say that they know what could be at play, because they know until last evening, Paul Otuoma was very active on the ground, as Hospital Jamong was very active on the ground late into the night. Remember that we had them live on KTN last night, on KTN Prime, that is. So the publication, the fake publication that showed up in some parts, particularly in Otuoma's stronghold, is what many, to them, it caught them by surprise, and they expressed their disappointment, some just shaking their heads in amusement, but saying this is politics, and in politics, it's a rough game. Expect anything to come your way. Perhaps it all depends on how you face the storm that comes your way. So that is what many of them said with regard to that particular incident. Remember that when we asked Governor Jamong over the same and asked him whether he's behind that particular publication, he never denied or confirmed, but said it is in public domain that he doesn't have an opponent on the ODM party. So we failed to understand how that was, because they are two aspirants who are seeking that particular position. So it is, I think, political at play. We don't know how the same will happen when they come face to face later at the county tallying center in the evening, because I'm sure it might not be that rosy when they meet that particular time of the evening. But we'll be monitoring just to see whatever will be taking place.